Hello everyone, my name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is June 19th, 2022, and I'm going to tell you why today is the day we've finally found a bottom in Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency markets, okay? It's been a long time coming. This is something that we've been dealing with for a long time, okay? We've been pretty much going down for a year plus, okay, in crypto, and it's been tough. And anybody who says, once you make it, if you find any kind of success in this space, if they say, oh, you just got lucky, you bought, some random assets and, you didn't really know what you're doing, remember this time, okay? Most people without conviction, most people without understanding of what they're investing in have long been gone, okay? They've already sold off. Okay, they probably don't even know if, what assets they have, if they have any left, okay? So this is why it takes time, it takes patience, it takes perspective, it takes planning, it takes perseverance, it takes effort to really make it in this space. And I congratulate you if you're still here because you're at a historical bottom. I'm going to tell you why this, in my estimation, is the bottom, not just for Bitcoin, but for the rest of the cryptocurrency markets. If that interests you, then watch until the very end. All right. I'm on the Bitcoin against USD chart. Okay. And I've taken a Fibonacci retracement tool. I'm on a log, by the way. Okay. So it's faithfully representing all of this price action. And I've taken the Fibonacci retracement tool from the bottom of this 5-wave impulse to the top. You can see that right here. I'm just going to point it out really quickly. Do you see this is the bottom and this is the top? Clear bottom, right? Unmistakable, unimpeachable bottom, right? That was the sort of COVID low, and then clear top with your ending diagonal. That's, quintessential top. You only get that in wave 5s, right? So clear bottom, clear top, 5 waves up. I've counted these 5 waves on this channel multiple times, so I'm not even going to recount that. But in any case, now after the 5 waves, we need obviously a retracement in a flavor of 3, I'll say, okay? It could be a simple, it could be a complex, it could be whatever, triple 3, double 3, it doesn't matter, all right? Flavor of 3 retracement, and it needs to reach a minimum of 382, okay, maximum of 618 if we're dealing with a regular 53535, okay? So we did get the 382 retracement, okay? That minimum was met, okay? And that was at 22,000. We came all the way down to 17,000, okay? That's reason number 1, I believe, that we're finished, okay? We met the minimum, and it's not that it's kind of like we touched it or we got close to it, like we broke 22 quite significantly, okay? So that's my reason number 1. And understand that most retracements come in this region, right? Because that is the median. The 0.5 Fibonacci retracement is in the middle of the 382 and the 618. And we just approached the 0.5, okay? But for a bullish, relatively bullish asset like Bitcoin, I don't anticipate a full-on 618 retracement. Even a 0.5 retracement, which is the median, I expect something a little less than 0.5 because there's a lot of buying pressure. Strong asset, by strong asset, I mean an asset in which there's a lot of buying pressure. So that makes sense to me. Retracing right above the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement. Okay, that's my case number 1 for why I believe that we found the bottom. Okay, now let's go into a wave count. I said that I expect some flavor of 3 retracement, okay? And this is exactly what we got. A, B, C, okay? This is a flat correction. Now let's take a Fibonacci extension of this, okay? We all know Well, maybe we don't all know, but let me just say it for those of you who don't. For a Fibonacci extension of a sort of flat correction, of an expanded flat correction, which this was, a type of expanded flat correction. Basically, the B wave broke the plane of the A wave right here. This is what I'm talking about. Let me get my line tool out just to show you guys what I'm talking about here. So this is the plane set by the A wave, more or less, right? And the B wave broke it ever so slightly, okay? So you can consider this to be an expanded flat correction, and expanded flat corrections are the norm, okay? A regular flat correction and a running flat correction are less likely, okay? They're less common. First it goes expanded flat, that's what you see in the wild mostly, and then a regular flat like this, right? Boom, boom, oops. Like this, that's regular flat, okay? And then running flat, sorry, let's do it like this. So that's a regular flat, right? And then a running flat you don't see often, where the C wave doesn't meet the base of the A wave, okay? That's very, very bullish, and that's exceedingly rare. All right. So the extension for the C wave for an expanded flat is typically 1618, okay? And here we got what? A 1618 extension. Do you see what? Like, I took the Fibonacci extension tool, the length of A, retracement of B, and you see that the 1618 extension is at 19,462, and we just wicked below that, which is okay. But we met that target of an expanded flat correction. That's reason number 2, I think, that this correction is over. Okay, now let's get even more intricate. And this will involve us counting waves, all right? Reason number 3. Okay, and these are the reasons that have to do with Bitcoin's price action. But I also have reasons outside of Bitcoin, which I want you to see. So please stay tuned. All right. So I mentioned counting these 5 waves right here, because this, we all know, every correction, be it a regular simple correction or a complex correction, double three, triple three, whatever, WXY, WXY, XZ, it always concludes in impulse, okay? And so this must be an impulse, okay? And I, for the longest time, did not think this was an impulse for a few reasons, but it turns out that it was an impulse. It turns out that, at the end, it did show a spike in volume, okay? Because we didn't see any volume for the longest time, and I was like, this is not impulsive, this is not impulsive. We got a spike in volume, showing the conclusion of that impulse, okay? So I'm going to count this. I'm going to show you my count on this impulse. And guys, if you're getting value, please like, share, and subscribe. So it starts right here, okay? This is to me an ending diagonal. Ending diagonals occur in, it's basically 5 sets of 3 waves, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's 2. 1, 2, 3. This is 3. 1, 2, 3. This is 4. That was so tricky. That was a very tricky, complex wave 4 correction in an already tricky, larger, ending diagonal. And then 1, 2, 3 for wave 5. Okay? So you see that the thing I still don't like about this is that one of the main rules for any impulse in Elliott wave theory, be it a 5 through 5 through 5, an ending diagonal, a leading diagonal, is that wave 3 can never be the shortest of the waves. It doesn't have to be the longest. It's typically the longest, but it cannot be the shortest. And if I take the length of wave 3 and I measure it with wave 1, it's ever so slightly shorter than wave 1. you could argue that it's the same length, but I didn't like that. Okay, that's one of the reasons I was like, this is not an impulse. I try to keep it simple. I was like, this is a complex B wave. This is part of this, right? And so I'm expecting a move up before another move down, but we didn't get that. And the idea of this whole thing being part of a composed B wave has already been invalidated because our move down broke the 1618 of this right here. So it can't be a composed B wave, just so you know. Okay. So we have these 5 waves, okay? Now let's focus on counting the last of the 5 waves right here, because that will really let us know if this impulse, right, is finished. Okay, so I'm just going to focus on here for now. And as I said, this is a 3-wave move because we're in an ending diagonal, okay? So I'm expecting 1, 2, 3 waves here, and I think we've gotten quite clearly, okay? This is 1, 2, 3, right? This correction is 1, 2, 3. We can see that. So basically, all we need to do is count 5 waves in this part. Do you guys see how I'm breaking this down? You got to break it down. And this is also why I want to point this out. When people who may know a lot of, they know their Elliott wave theory forwards and backwards, they can still get it wrong because there's so many moving parts, as you can see. There's so many different combinations and permutations of possibilities, right? So, don't even think that it's likely, right? Probable that you can use this successfully without first knowing your fundamentals. Learn your fundamentals, and then even then, it may be challenging, but it's rewarding. And, you're just looking for an edge, right? Remember, you're just looking for an edge. You don't have to be 100% correct. You're just looking for an edge. All right, so I'm looking for 5 waves in this move right here. Okay, and I think I found them. And here's my count right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's... So let me change this color and let me take off the magnet. Here we go. No, that's not what. Let me make this shorter so I can get everything in. Let's start over. That's clearly not it. I think the 5th wave ends here, actually. I think that is clearly 4, okay? And actually, I want to say that 1 is up here. 2, I think we got an extended wave 3. That's the one that really, really hurt. It was like we were going down and never stopping. Okay, I think it's like this, okay? And in this count, I didn't take the magnet off, but it's okay. In this count, I think it's clear that the last leg has 5 parts, okay? You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this gives me a lot of confidence in knowing that this is over, because my final leg has 5 counts, okay? And my middle extended wave is crazy. And I'm not even going to break it down, but it looks like it has 5 counts. I see the 4th leg over here, okay? And I have a little bitty first leg. So this is my count, and this is why I'm very confident that this is all said and done, okay? This was just looking at Bitcoin's price action, okay? And to round it out, we've got a nice W reversal here, okay, where we got an initial break of structure targeting wave 4 of the previous trend right here, okay? We came back in a B wave, and we have now this impulse, okay, that's coming back and making a higher high. This gives me confidence. However, what happens next? I would not be surprised if this were the beginning of a move to this region right here, okay? And then we got some sort of consolidation in this region. I wouldn't be surprised. If we didn't get it, that's fine, but I wouldn't be surprised if that resulted in a consolidation right here for Bitcoin. Okay, now, that being said, other assets in the cryptocurrency space that are not Bitcoin, right? A lot of different altcoins are well primed and ready for a breakout, okay? And why is that? As I've been saying, if you've been looking at the cryptocurrency markets, right, ever since May 12th, it seems like we reached a low. And ever since May 12th, we've been consolidating this initial break of structure, this B wave, right? Basically, big A, big B of a reversal pattern, right? Again, big A, big or small a, small b, and then your breakout. You see, basically, even if you don't know this reversal pattern, you know that you've had consolidation within a well-defined range for 30 days and you haven't made a lower low. You've tested the top, you've tested the bottom, and you're going back. So this is basically very, it's kind of like you're there, right? You're at the bottom of this range. You've been holding the range for quite some time. This is Kadena, by the way. You can see that throughout the market. Okay, even when you did make a lower low, it's within the range of what could be called a contiguous pattern. So basically, it doesn't break the 1618, so it doesn't show to make a lower low in a new impulse. Okay, I'm gonna go to Dodo and I'm gonna show this very same thing. A low on May 12th. Okay, and then in that low, you got what I call big A right here, big B right here, my small a pivot, my small b, okay, and you're working your way up and out of this reversal pattern. If you don't know reversal patterns, that's fine, but still you can see a big range. And let's be accurate. You broke a little bit below this range, but not significantly so to ruin the integrity of the range. So I'm anticipating a move up. It's time for a move up. You're basically at the bottom of a range. It's either you break the range and invalidate this consolidation as a reversal consolidation, and you just count it as an intra-wave correction, or you move up and out of this reversal pattern if it is indeed a reversal pattern. This is my last reason for why I think this is time, this is the bottom, okay? You can see the same thing in reserve rights. Here you have a zigzag, so you're not making a lower low, you're actually making higher highs, but you have the same thing in this consolidation range. It's actually slanted because, like I said, it's a zigzag. So you've been making higher highs in reserve rights and in Kadena for quite some time because you went into that zigzag instead of a flat correction. Okay, then you came down and you've been keeping the 618, this right here, for many days. This is time. Okay, it's either you break this or you break down or you break up. You have to choose, okay? And now it's very likely that you break up from here, okay? And again, this is at the 618 of this low, okay, if you measure. So this is primed for reversal, in my opinion, okay? Telcoin, same thing. You see the same range, all right? Even if you don't know a reversal pattern, you see that since the 12th, you made a low, okay? And you've kept, and here's your high, okay? So that's your range, and you tip down ever so slightly, but you didn't break the range, kind of like what you saw in Dodo. You haven't broken the range, you're consolidating right beneath the range. Expect a break up and out of this consolidation range. Ravane already broke out, okay? This is one that has already broken out, and it was doing the same, consolidating right below the reversal range. So it's kind of telling you what's coming. Broke up and out, retesting, coming back up. Cardano, last but not least, same thing. May 12th, you created a range, a low, You've been consolidating at the bottom of the range, except expect a break up and out. This is why I think this is the bottom. This is why I think we finally get positive price action. Like, share, and subscribe if you got value. Have a great Sunday. Happy Father's Day. Bye.